Yeah, the weather really has taken a turn. It was really hot. It was up to 30 degrees centigrade. And yesterday a lot of lightning and rumble in the skies, and now it's raining. And although as much as I hate grey skies, this is quite welcome. 30 degrees is just really hot for the chickens. It's also really hot for me, but especially for the chickens. But I've learned from this weather. I'm gonna install a fog system for the garden around the chicken coop. Hopefully this week. I ordered it online, and hopefully that will keep the temperature a little bit down. So hey, here in the bathroom, I'm a little bit done with the ceiling, I guess, for now. The ceiling all looks really nice, and it is basically ready for the tether act. The same as we're going to put on the wall. The ceilings are really nicely finished. I'm really happy with them. I'm really happy with the results so far. Yeah, we're going to sand the walls and then apply a thin layer of render and then the tether act. Not sure whether we're going to do that this week, because this week I have some other things planned. And I have planned to work on the sewage. I bought a new drill, and I bought a new drill bit. I ordered it, and hopefully I'm going to get the toilet sewage at least connected to the main sewage out in the street. So just to give you an idea of what the situation looks like, this here is where my toilet is going to sit, and that hole in the wall is where the toilet is going to discharge into. Now, if we go and look on the other side of the wall, that is here, and this is going to be a guest bathroom. This is where the sewage comes out, and then with a 90 degree it will go into this floor down into the basement. Let's just quickly go to the basement. And oh, so nice to have lights in here. Finally. And that corner there is where the sewage will come down. What you see coming out of the wall is the drain for the shower and vanity and laundry machine in the bathroom. And these are all water pipes feeding the bathroom that need to be connected, hopefully this week. But anyway, that is where my toilet sewage comes down, in that corner, and then I am planning to guide it via pipes along the wall to the wall near to the street side. You can see there my mains water coming in. Now, behind this wall is the main sewage from the village, basically. And I gotta get to it. Now, where is my main sewage? I'll show you outside. It's here. That is my main sewage. Or the mains sewage, whatever you call it. That is a pipe sticking about 1.10 meters deep. And it is sort of a meter from the surface of my wall downstairs. Meaning that I gotta somehow tap into this pipe going through soil and a wall of the basement. So where I want to start is by drilling this hole through here in the bathroom, making sure that's a proper hole, and then drilling the hole in the floor from the guest bathroom, my workshop area, on this side of the wall. And yeah, well, we can install piping And then we arrive in the basement, and then we'll take it in the basement. But yeah, well, we can go around all the way, and then we really get to the spot where we need to start digging and excavating and doing some investigation work in order to hook up to the street side sewage. So that's the plan for now. Let's get started. Okay, I got a new drill. Yeah, in fact I only had to buy a new shank, but I think my drill bit itself was also really worn. So this is a 127 millimeter diameter drill bit on what, 40 centimeter, foot and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna need it a few times in the coming projects. And I got a new drill. Just because the old shank broke off, I got a Hyundai drill. And walking out of the shop, I immediately regretting not buying one size up. Because one size up would probably last me 10 years, while this would, well, hopefully last me months. But yeah, okay, we're gonna see what we can do with it. I'm sure it will work fine. It's a Hyundai. Oh, and it comes with advanced lubricant. This is a lubricant only to be applied by people who are advanced in lubrication work. Right, so let's start drilling. I've had to fit the flexible part because, as you can see, the toilet is not completely lined up with the hole. And yeah, then this flexible part solves a lot of well, the imperfections of installation, really, or the imperfections of cutting the hole, which is okay. On the other side, I am pretty happy with what I got there. That's my 90-degree corner. I just need to indicate on the floor exactly where my hole is going to be, so that I know the center, and then we go with a very small diameter drill, drilling a pilot hole first before we do the big hole. But I'm quite happy it's not too obtrusive. If we are going to put a cupboard in front of it. I'm through, and I need to go down to inspect where my drill is coming out. Yeah, before I do any damage down there that I don't want to do. I freed up some of the insulating foam, and I can see my drill coming out there. That is, it's right against the outer wall. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't film the fitting and cutting and measuring of all the PVC parts in order to make that run from the wall to in the basement, and it was a lot of work, and I was already short two hands basically. This is not a one-person job, so operating a camera or two cameras, because I was running up and down from here to the basement and back. It was just not really feasible, unfortunately, but these are the limitations, you know. Right, I'm gonna do something that I haven't done before, and that is using this stuff, and I don't know how to translate it in English. Decapant PVC, afbijtmiddel voor PVC. It doesn't say it in English what it is. Only in French and Dutch. Interesting. But it's noon. It's yeah, some stuff that cleans the PVC and provides for a better adherence of the glue. Now, I want to have these joints really well glued together, because in case of a blockage in the future, you know, you need to have a very firm system to handle a high pressure hose going in to declog, or a long metal spring, whatever you can use to declog. Okay, so I've set my laser line up, and you can't see it on screen, but the line is running here, horizontal line. I've made a marking. I can measure how deep my pit is. That's what, 90, almost a meter now, because I don't think I want to keep on digging any further. I just want to see where my pit corresponds with the interior of the basement. So I got my laser line here, and I got it here in the opening of the basement, and I can measure exactly, I can transfer that meter depth from here into here, and then mark it out on the wall, and then transfer it to the inside wall, so I know at what horizontal level the depth of my pit is. What I don't know yet is how, in what position the pipe is, how far it is from the opening, where on the wall on a horizontal plane my pipe is, or on a vertical plane I should say. So what I'll do now is I'll set up the vertical line. Okay, I got my vertical line. My vertical line is, yeah, okay. My vertical line is set on a very easy to recognize point. Let me make a marking with my pencil on the wall, and that is there. And the pipe is sitting 113, 110, 110 centimeters from that line. Now I'll transfer that line into my basement, 110, and then I know where to mark it off. My line is here. Alright. That is here. Okay. So I made my markings, and where these two intersect, that's now where the bottom of my pit is. That's roughly here. So the thing is, I could start drilling in the wall here right now and hook the sewage pipe up right here. I don't have to go all the way down. I'm just gonna drill a small diameter pilot hole so that I can see where it ends up in my pipe. I mean, ideally it ends up right in the middle of the vertical line of the pipe, but probably a few centimeters left or right, and that's fine too. I was really looking up against this job. I knew that this was going to come, but I delayed it and delayed it until there's no delaying anymore. And I've finished it and I've completed it, well, part of the job, actually without filming it. Once you get going, it's so incredibly easy to forget the camera. But yeah, I've managed to drill the hole all the way through the wall into the sand in front of our house, and then drilled into the existing PVC pipe from the government, and installed my own pipe from the house. And there you can actually see it coming in there. I just sealed it off with a sealant and then dumped some cement over it so that it'll stay in position. Gee, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes it's so easy to forget the camera and the filming. That's also because I'm in a rush. I gotta take Hey to the vet. He's got something with his little foot. And I need a couple more hands to have a look at that. And our vet is fantastic. So, wow, yeah, I mean, what do I got? I got the house hooked up to the sewage. There. I gotta obviously cut the pipe to size, but it's in place. Yeah, I gotta now cross from one wall to the other wall, and I'm not yet convinced how I should go about that. Go and make the plumbing along the walls, or just going in the middle of the basement, and then it means that you need to sort of, well, you can't stand up straight here anyway, but you need to duck under the pipe that's running in the middle of the basement. But by doing that, I shorten the plumbing a little bit, and I avoid one corner, 190-degree corner. It doesn't really matter, does it? I'll just make sure that I'll install these opening ports, that if it gets clogged, that you can easily declog your plumbing. It's all about easy maintenance for me. I don't want to end up in problems later because I didn't think of something, and I know how easy it is to forget things, right? Yeah, I reckon I just go again alongside the walls and leave the space sort of tidy and open. But we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah. Hello, big boy. Hello, big boy. How is your little foot? How is your little foot? Hey, you feel a little bit better? I don't think you feel better, do you? Yeah. Yesterday I went with Hey to the vet because he was limping a little bit and he had a slight fever, so he's now on antibiotics, and he needs to take these antibiotics for a week. And normally you force feed them, but I just can't force feed my chicken. I find it so incredibly, I don't know, disrespectful or so. So, but I finally managed him today to soak his antibiotics in oats, and I locked him in the pan and he's eaten all the oats just now. Hey, my big boy. Yeah, you're doing really well. You're a good guy. And you have to be, because we've got 7 girls to look after, huh? Yeah. So, by the way, do you know that rooster in French is called coq? And there's a whole lot of jokes I could make about this, which I'm not going to, because this is a family channel. Just letting you know that I had a whole range of jokes prepared, but I'm mature enough not to make them. Back to work. What I do every time when I dry fit a pipe end, the female over the male on the pipe, I mark the end of the fitting, so to speak. So, because sometimes later when you put everything in place, it is quite tough fitting these over each other, because they sort of, yeah, they're very squeezed, and it doesn't slide that supple over each other anymore. But then I have my line here to indicate whether the connection has been fully made, whether the female bit has slided over the male part all the way, because sometimes it's hard to see later. It's important that you make good contact, obviously. Alright, this is how it's going to go, how it's going to run. Well, there's definitely enough downfall, enough slope, and it's also quite gradual. I can see all joints are still in place, because they're all marked. Apart from this one. And that doesn't seem to be stress on any of the joints, or more stress than we want. Now, I gotta think of, well, first of all, where to install the brackets to hold everything in place. But second of all, where am I going to glue? Because, yeah, where do I start gluing? Because in order to get everything put together, there needs to be a certain flexibility in the whole structure, right? And once you start gluing, once you have the joints fused together, the flexibility in the structure reduces. So I've secured this pipe here with 2 brackets. That's going to hold up the whole PVC system, but it's not going to be a permanent installation. That needs to have a lot more support. But I'm starting to glue everything in place, and I'm going to glue from this side, because that side, because of the long distance, I have a lot more flexibility to wiggle pipes around. So yeah, I'm going to start from the wall, bit by bit, sanding, and then using that stripper and then using the glue and making very good strong connections. I can't wait until this is done because the sewage odor makes me a little bit nauseous. Let's just get going, eh? So this is my last joint, and yeah, this is a very flexible joint. I can easily maneuver everything in place, and that is why this is my last one. And then, well, my sewage system is partially done. My toilet is done, and then I need to hook this pipe, which is the discharge of the sink, shower, etc., laundry machine. I need to hook that up to the main pipe. So I would like to have like a siphon break in here, somehow a loop, so that odors can't escape from the sewage through into say the laundry disposal, the laundry discharge pipe. Yeah, but we'll do that tomorrow, and you're going to see that in the next episode. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing. Massive thank you to the people below. They keep me going. Well, all of you do, but these people in particular keep me going. If you want to yeah, donate a coffee, then see the link below as usual. And then I'll see you in the next episode. And the next episode we're gonna, yeah, hopefully finish the plumbing system. Connect the water to the users upstairs with an isolation valve in between. And yeah, and then hopefully sand all the render in the bathroom, give it one more coat of a quick fast drying render, and sand that too, and then we can start with the Tadelact finish, and well, then it's really coming together. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be this week, next week. Yeah, but it's going fast. Things are coming together now. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye now.